Hi guys, today we are going to be doing a full body stretch workout. Stretching and doing flexibility exercises is great to do even when you're going through a rehab process. Just make sure you consult with your physician or physical therapist before starting this. By doing flexibility exercises at least 2 times a week, it's going to really help improve your range of motion, reduce your risk of injury, and get your joints more stable and mobile in the process as well. So let's go ahead and get started. There's going to be progressions and modifications throughout this stretch program. So just go along with it. If you have any questions or any concerns or anything feels abnormal or uncomfortable, please consult with your physician or physical therapist. So we're gonna go ahead and start, just kind of gonna move the shoulders, just round the shoulders forwards and backwards, just to kind of get them all stretched out. Then we're gonna go to your neck. So we're gonna do neck circles. So we're gonna start in one direction, roll forward, go to the other shoulder, roll back. This is really gonna help stretch out your shoulders and your trap muscles. Just kind of get your neck nice and stretched out. Something to help get you another deeper stretch into it is that you can hold your neck to the side and have a little pressure applied with your hand. Hold that for about 10 seconds. Then roll to the other side and do the same thing. Just kind of help give an extra deeper stretch in your traps and help get the neck nice and stretched out. So after that's done, we're gonna go ahead and place your left arm, bend at your elbow, use your right hand and pull backwards. Help get those shoulders nice and stretched out in those lats. Again, you can apply as much pressure as you want with your opposite hand to get a deeper stretch in, or you can back off if it's too intense. Good. Now we're gonna go ahead, relax shoulders. We're gonna bring the left arm across your chest. Help get the shoulders again more stretched out. Hold that. And then we're going to the other arm. Good. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to clasp your hands forward. Reach forward, hinge at the hips if you need to. Help get that nice shoulder stretch again. Bring your chin down to your chest if you can. Really help and stretch out those shoulders and upper back muscles. Okay, now I'm gonna have you clasp your hands behind your back. You're gonna hinge at your hips and go down. So your back is straight, your chest and your stomach is parallel to the floor. And you're gonna reach your shoulders up as far as possible. Again, you can modify it and not go as far. Keep it closer to your back. Or if you wanna get a deeper stretch, you can move your arms up as much as tolerated. We don't want you to get a deep stretch, like too much that strains yourself, but we also want you to get a nice deep stretch in as well. So after this, we're gonna go ahead, hinge back down towards your hips. Just let your shoulders hang. Really help stretch out that back. Perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and lower to the mat. Again, if you don't have just any yoga mat, you can just have a bath towel just to help you get some more cushion when you lay on the floor here. We're gonna go ahead and start with some cat-cows. So again, have your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We're gonna arch down with our back, head forward, and then curl up like you're an angry, scared cat. Hold that for a couple seconds and arch back down. This really helps stretch out your back, your spine, then arch back up. You can do 3 or 4 of these. Make sure you're taking deep breaths in every time and exhaling out as well. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go into a downward dog position. So just get up in a regular plank and then hinge your hips back. And then you can even wiggle, move your calves around if you'd like to as well to help get a nice calf stretch in, or you can just stay in the downward dog position just for a couple holds. From here, you're going to bring your left foot forward up towards your left hand, and you're going to lower your right knee to the ground. From here, you're going to raise up and lean forward to help get a nice stretch in your hip flexors. If you want to get more of a deeper stretch in as well, you can raise your arms forward and lean forward as well. Or if you want to just modify it, you can also bring your knee forward as well and not get as much of a deep stretch in. Then from here, you're going to raise your your right hand to the ground and your left up, and you're going to rotate out to help stretch out those hips even more. Hold for a couple counts. You're going to lower it back down so your hands are straddling your foot, and you're going to walk your hands back but keeping your foot in the same position to get a nice hamstring stretch. Again, you can help make the stretch more intense as well if you want to point your foot forward and your toes towards the ground, or if that is too much, you can back off a little as well. Walk your hands forward a little bit to help make the stretch not as intense. From here, you can go lean back forward again, bring your foot back, and we're going to go back into a downward dog position. Again, you can move your calves if you need to, help stretch them out some more. Then we're going to bring our right foot forward, straddle our hands, bring the left knee down. Again, we're going to do a hip flexor stretch on this side. Again, you can raise your arms to help make the stretch more intense and lean forward. Good. And then from here, bring your left hand to the ground, your right stays up and rotate out. Really stretch out those hips. Remember to keep breathing through this. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. You can lower your right hand back down, straddle that right foot, walk your hands back to get that nice hamstring stretch. Again, if you want to make it more intense, point your toes more towards the ground. Or if that is too much, you can walk forward a little bit. Just try to make sure to keep your back straight through this. Good, now you can walk back forward. Again, we'll go back down one more time, just into a downward dog position. Stretch out those calves. And we're gonna go into a plank here and then lower our stomach to the ground. We're gonna go into a cobra pose. So just have your palms and your forearms on the ground flat, and then raise up. You can make it as intense as you want by lifting your chest up even higher, extending that back, or if that's too much, just go up slightly. It works as well. Okay, from here, we're gonna roll onto our left side. And we're just gonna lower to the ground. We're gonna grab back with our right hand to our right foot and pull that quad to get a nice quad stretch. Make sure there's space in between your knees. Then from here, we're gonna go ahead and go onto our back. Take that knee, have a nice knee pull back, help stretch out those hips. And then you can even raise it up to get a nice hamstring stretch. You can even do some ankle rolls, help stretch out, move around those ankle joints. And from here, we're gonna lower back down. Bring your right knee across your body and then look over your right shoulder, but have your right knee across on the left side of your body. From here, we're gonna go ahead, come back up. We're gonna place our right foot across our left quad, and we're gonna bring the left quad up to get into a figure 4 pose. If this is too intense for you, you can modify it and just have it on the ground and hold here for a couple counts. Or if you want to make it more intense, you can bring it closer to your body. Just have a couple deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Now we're going to do the same thing. You can lower back down, and we're going to go ahead and do the left side. So you can go ahead, go onto your right side. This here, I'm sorry, you have to see my back side. We're going to go ahead, grab the left foot, pull back for your quad stretch. Then from your quad stretch, we're going to go ahead, go onto your back. I'm going to go back into that knee pull, really help stretch out those hips. Hold that for a couple counts. And then we're going to go ahead, you can raise it up to get the hamstring stretch. You can make it more intense by keeping it up higher and pointing your toes towards your face. Or if that is too much, you can lower slightly and have your toes facing up. Then from here, we're going to go ahead and take your left knee over towards your right shoulder, and then but still look over your left side. Help get your back and your hips a nice stretching. Good. Now we're going to go ahead, go back into our figure 4. So take your left ankle and put it on your right quad. Again, you can pull back, make it a bit more intense, or you can lower it down to not make it as intense of a stretch. Good. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to sit up slowly, and then we're going to finish with one last exercise. We're going to go into a butterfly. Again, have both your feet touching each other. Again, if you want to make it more intense, you can also push your forearms down on your knees and lean forward to get a nice stretch in your hips. If not, if you just want to sit here and try to press down, again, that also works as well. So that is our full body stretch routine that you can do at any time during the day, in the morning when you wake up, before you go to bed. Anything at all help with your range of motion in your joints, make them more stable, and reduce your injuries from occurring in the future. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good day.